Hello and welcome to another video. Before we start, I hope that the picture and the lighting will be okay. My phone is having an issue, which is fine, but let's hope I can fix things in editing if they are not completely the way that I want them to. Anyway, today we're going to play with the newest palette by Nomad Cosmetics, which is called Ghost Town USA. And can we just... How cool is this? It's the same type of thing that they did last year with their Halloween release, and this year they brought out a cooler toned version. Now if you are subscribed to me, you will already have seen, I hope at least, my eye swatch video that has gone online already. It was the first video that went online with this palette, but today I'm going to play with her. And I thought, what better way to just, you know, get ready, play with this, and have just fun. So I grabbed some stuff. I'm a little bit shiny because I just did my skincare routine, but that's okay. I'm going to start with prepping my face with the Essence Fix and Last Makeup Primer, Jelly Primer thingamajiggy. Probably also still covered in sparkles. So yeah, and as you also may have noticed, I hope that the lighting stays well. Whoa, we also have thunder. I actually love thunder. So thunder and thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening me. Yes, Galileo. If you know, you know. Anyway, I also have a new set of dreads in. These are actually synthetic dreads, and I got these from the dread shop that's located in the Netherlands, and my sister put them in yesterday. So I don't know, let's chat about that because it was a thing. Yes. For foundation, because of the weather, I'm going to grab my KVD because I know that that will never let me down. It will stay put. Unless my sister is swiping across my face, but... So the last basically makeup video that I put online was me talking about the dreads that I got, which were woolies. I got those at Castle Fest, and they were very, very cool. They were nice and lightweight. They felt soft. The only issue I had though was, well, technically two. I really want to get real dreads as well, and the woolies, you could just see that they're not real, which is, there's nothing wrong with that. If that is the look you're going for, there's nothing wrong with that at all. And I really did enjoy them. However, I am kind of sensitive to wool, so there's that. And those were alpaca wool, and again, they were very, very soft. Yeah, I think that's going to be okay. But I could tell that my face did not really like it that much. Oh, the video is so dark. Because I kind of got irritation bumps in the back of my neck especially. Now you do get kind of tension bumps, or at least you can get kind of tension bumps because there's a lot of extra weight attached to your hair, and I do have some of those, and this set is a little bit more heavy than the last set was. It's also more dreads. They are thicker. They look way more realistic. And they match my own hair color. Although my own hair color is technically, I think, maybe even 2 shades darker than this. But this was the darkest set that they have, except for black. And I didn't want to do black dreads, so I opted for the dark chocolates. I will link their site down below if you want to check them out. These are the regular size dreads. They also have thinner ones, and I do have to say I kind of wish that I had ordered the thinner ones, because these are very thick and bulky, and my hand is pretty small. So if I want to use the synthetic dreads to basically use as an extension to the real dreads, I need to have a set, the smaller set. So the other thing that I did was they have 2 lengths as well. Where's my concealer? Where is my concealer? I just had it. Oh, here it is. We're just going to use the one from Rimmel, the multitasker in 30 light. They have 2 lengths. They have back length and they have bum length. And I was like, let me just do back length because it's probably going to be the same length as the dreads that I already have. Well, I was very much mistaken because these are very long. Now I'm very short. I'm 1 meter and 63 centimeters. I don't know how much that is in inches, but that is what I am. So for me, these kind of end almost at the waistband of my jeans. So if you're a shorty like me and you want long dreads, basically the short set that they have is pretty long. But I really do love them. What I do have to say though is that when I got them in, I did not realize that they would be that stiff. That's what she said. They are a little bit more supple now. I've basically been wearing these for about a week. And they're a little bit more supple. They are kind of like Velcro though. So especially here in the back of my neck, close to my head, they kind of want to scrunch together a little bit. So I just run my fingers through so that I can pick out any hairs that are attached to themselves. And what I also did, let's see if I can show one. I haven't done those yet. Did I do this one already? Yeah, I kind of did. I don't know if you can see this here, but here is dark brown, I don't know, woolly, you know, crochet on a yarn skein that I wrapped around, and that does help it not attach to each other or bunch up as much as they did. But I really do like them a lot. I love them a lot. So it was very weird that they needed to go to be taken out yesterday, and the reason that I wanted to have them reinstalled because the spacing, you kind of, you know, you have to make little squares that you see or whatever you want to do, but the spacing has to be right. And I installed them the first time myself. Spacing was way off. So I was like, if my sister can do that, then the spacing is right. I can just let them sit for as long as they can kind of sit, and they advise no longer than 3 months, and then take them out and then basically either leave them or reinstall them again. And I was like, if we have the spacing correct now, I could just let them be. So that is what we did. And I actually said to my sister, I was like, it's going to take 2 hours. That was not the case. Yeah, not the case though. So I was there at, I don't know, I think 12:30 in the afternoon or something like that. And there were maybe, yeah, around that time. And I was home around 10 in the evening. We had a full set of 40 dreads, a combination of single-ended and double-ended dreads. And we basically made the squares, something like that. So she made the squares for me, and I am going to go to the KKW stick. This is no longer sold, but I still have 2 that are closed. I'm sorry if I'm looking a little bit weird. I'm not used to filming the front side of the camera, and I kind of need to look a little bit that way. So sorry about that. Very bad YouTuber, very unprofessional. I really do like this stick. I like the color, I like the consistency, it works well with me. The only thing is though, yeah, I don't think that you can get it anymore, but I'm going to finish them up anyway. Okay, so let's use a brush. Just buff it in. So yeah, we started by taking out, I didn't want to take out the dress. I was thinking about maybe I should take them out when I'm still at home to kind of prep, you know, wash my hair a little bit, and then so that we can just start fresh. But I did not want to take them out. I had to take them out. I did so actually at her house, wash my hair there, and because it was very, very frizzy. If you've ever had very small braids or synthetic dreads that are braided in and you take them out, you kind of know that your hair is all over the place. I was kind of looking like Einstein hairdo wise, so that was a lot of fun. We took a lot of pictures. It was just fun. We had a good day. It was nice weather, so we sat outside to do these, and yeah. What kind of blush do I want? I actually don't really know yet. It's kind of a cooler tone palette. Shall I grab the Nabla? Sure, I'll grab the Nabla 2 Reasons in Soft Nude. Let's get a brush. Let's see if this one wants to pick it up, or I need a denser brush. Oh no, this will work, I think. I still don't really know what I think about this formula. I like it, but it's a little bit of a stiffer formula, which is fine. So my sister is very precise with this type of thing, which is a good thing, because if they're installed wonky, you kind of feel that, and that's kind of annoying. So now I have a lot more movement in the back of my head, which I'm very thankful for. But yeah, basically we started making the sections, and I was like, you know, we are not professionals. Either one of us isn't professional. We just are very handy with certain types of things. So yeah, that's blush done. I think we're ready for eyeshadow. Am I going to use an eye primer? No, I don't think I will today. It's all fine. I also don't really know what I want to do. So this is a very cool toned neutral palette, right? I think I'm actually going to do these, because when I did the eye swatching, it was this darkest blue shade. Actually, why are you... Is that better? This darkest blue shade was more of a teal on me than really blue. I think I'm actually going to go here for the mattes, because I can. So let's just do that. I'm going to start from... I think I'm going to start from light to dark, because I also can. So let me get some brushes. Let me grab this one. And I'm going to start with the shade Skinner Saloon, which is the lightest shade. I'm just going to tap that in the crease. I need to be a little bit careful with my eyes, because I just got done filming the eye swatch video, but I should have waited, but I really wanted to play with the palette. And that blends very easily actually, which I felt it would. Just going to lightly build it up in the crease. So yeah, as I said, we're not professionals at all. So it was the first time installing something like this. Now she has done basically micro braiding with her girls before, but you don't really have to worry too much about the amount of dreads you have, right? Because yeah, if you don't have enough dreads, then that's kind of an issue. So yeah, we had 40 dreads, so she made all the squares. We had too many squares, so let's grab this brush. I'm going to go to the next shade, which is called Calamity Jane, which is darker. Tapping it off, and I'm going to tap that on in the crease. And then kind of blend it in. Oh, my eye doesn't like this brush. This brush is a little bit stiff for some reason, which but that's okay, but my eye doesn't like it, so I need a different one. Let's go to this one from Nabla. I had to think a little bit. So we basically combined a bunch of squares. We recounted, I think, 5 times. And we were like, yay, we have 40 squares. So what happened for me is there was a lot going on. So usually I do my own hair. So my sister had been kind of plucking on my hand for a few hours already, making all the squares. My youngest niece was at home. She had a friend. The neighbors have children that were, well, they were crying. They're small children, and it's just the nature of small children. But everything together kind of put me a little bit in an overload, not gonna lie. It's not her fault, it's just something that happened. So I kind of could tell that I was shutting down, and I also said that to her. I said, I'm kind of shutting down right now. I'm a little bit overwhelmed. It's like when you have, if you ever had a tattoo, if you have a big tattoo, there's a certain point that your body just says enough is enough. And that's usually the point where it feels, for me at least, like you're getting the flu. So your skin is tender, you're chilly, you just have chills and you're just not feeling that well. that's kind of what happened yesterday as well, but I was in a safe place, so it was all okay. But yeah, my brain power was non-existent at that point. So basically she counted a bunch of times. We had 40 spots, so she started installing the dreads. And then all of a sudden I was like, are you sure? I feel like I'm missing dreads. So we kind of also relocated to another place in her garden. I was like, did I lose some dreads? Did the dog steal my dreads? What's happening? Turned out that we kind of miscounted, and we still had too many spots. I'm also going to put this shade underneath my eye, lightly. So she basically had to combine a bunch again, and then counted 5 times. Again, we both counted, everyone counted. We had enough. I think we had 17 dreads left to do. We had enough. We had 17 spots. So we were very, very happy. Hold that thought. Let me put this also a little bit more in the outer corner. I want a brush that's a little bit more fluffy. Still using the same color though. Going to go back to the first color again to blend this edge a little. Okay, then we're going to go to the darkest color, which is called Dead Man's Hand. It's the darkest kind of bluish shade here in the palette. Tap off my brush though, it's going to go in the outer corner. I want a smaller blending brush, a little bit of a narrower blending brush. Do I have one here? I think this one. Yeah. So we finally had all the dreads done. You know, we still had a few to go, so she had to, as I said, had to combine a bunch again because we did miscount. And then she was doing the top of my head. We were counting again, and then we had 1 dread too many. And we just cannot figure out how. So that was very interesting. So we were both like, I don't know what happened. Now we have 1 dread left. So 1 square too little almost. So I have 39 dreads in now instead of 40. Still don't know. Still don't know where it needs to go, but it's all okay. I do have to say that I actually prefer the single-ended dreads over the double-ended dreads. The single-ended ones are the ones that I have here, so you can kind of see, if you look here, you can see this loopy thingy is my own hair, then this is the dread and it's attached here, and it's just 1 strand. So if you have a double-ended one, is this a double-ended one? Yeah, I have a double-ended one back here, behind my ear. So when I turn to the side, I hope you can see, you can kind of see that it looks like that, right? So the hair is around the dread, and then on one end, my own hair is attached with a rubber band, and then the other part of the dread just hangs down. That's the double-ended one. And the double-ended ones give you more volume, but I do prefer the single-ended dreads over the double-ended dreads, personally. I think it just, because my head is quite small anyway, they just feel a little bit better. And I like them a little bit more. Now, I do want to also get their thinner Locks of Love from the Dread Shop. I need to think about the shimmer. I don't know the color. I'm going to do the Dead Man's Hand underneath my eyes as well, high up. I don't know the shimmer color that I want though. That shade Quicksilver is very, very pretty. No. How about this? Ooh, I think that is very cool. That's kind of a murky mermaid. Okay, I know what I want to do. So first I am going to go to this brush. I'm first going to go to this color, which is Smoky Quartz, for the outer corner. Then I'm going to put that one on the lid, and that one a little bit closer, and I think I'm going to put that one then in the inner corner. I think that's the plan. So first the shade Smoky Quartz. This is dry, and that is fine. So yeah, I do want to get the thinner Locks of Love, because when I want to use those then to attach to the real dreads, they are thin enough. Because my own hair is very fine, if they were going to dread my own hair, this is way too bulky. So but right now I do really like, I just love the way that they look. I love the way that they feel. I love the heaviness of them. I just, what can I say, I love it. So now I'm going to go to the shade Calico. I actually think I'm going to use my finger for this one. It's just a little bit easier. Oh yes. I almost feel like a swamp witch now with this color combination. These dreadlocks are made out of synthetic hair that's called Hendlon hair, and it's supposed to be softer than, I think the other type of hair is called Kanekalon hair. That's what most people use. I don't know. I have no idea, because I'm actually tapping on the border of those two shades. I don't know. I only have these, so I have no idea if the other type of hair is indeed softer or rougher, or I don't know. Oh, why is it also there? We're going to fix that. So I'm actually going to go to the shade Calamity Jane, which was that second to darkest blue. It fits with the weather, this color. Yes, and then I'm going to go to Skinner's Saloon, which was that lightest shade. I'm just going to blend it a little bit higher. Something like that. Okay, I wanted shade Gold Rush more towards the inner corner, but I need to have a brush that's a little bit more pointy. This is a little bit more of a flaky shade, so I am going to spray it and then tap off my brush for any loose particles. Hopefully that kind of minimizes fallout. Pretty. The shift, it's subtle. I can tell that this is a little bit more yellowy and this is a little bit more greeny, but the shift is subtle. I like it all. Nice. Do I want... I think I want this underneath. Do I want it in my inner corner? I don't think so. I think this is a little bit too dark for in my inner corner, but I can do it underneath my eye. So let me get a small brush. A very, very tiny brush. Are you tiny enough? I hope so. The shade Quicksilver, yeah. Now, this is a very small brush from Beauty Bay. I don't know if they sell this individually. This is the Beauty Bay 210. And it's basically like a pencil brush with a point, but it's very small. Yes, and then a shade Tombstone in my inner corner. It's maybe a little bit too dark too, actually. But it's interesting. Do I have something lighter that I would like to incorporate? Maybe I have. Let's go to the Vina and shade Gumballs, which will brighten up my inner corner. A little, yeah. Mascara. Do I want falsies? I don't know, not really with this weather. Eye pencil. What kind of eye pencil do I want? Shall we do my dark teal? Let's do that because I can. So that was that. What else? I was saying something, but I don't remember what. So that's not handy. What was I saying? I'm sorry, I don't remember what I was saying. Anyway, what I do want to do is basically a video just explaining or talking about my experience, just, you know, the first week or something wearing synthetic dreads, and the difference between those and woolies and what I kind of noticed, and also some tips that I found, because sleeping with these are very long and they kind of want to bunch up on each other. So I have a specific way of doing my hair basically up when I'm sleeping. And I have not seen anyone talk about that. So maybe that will be helpful. And I think it can be helpful in general if you have very, very long hair. And you're using something like a nightcap. Maybe my method will work. I don't know. I'm not going to spoil the surprise because honestly it's just hilarious. But that is a bit better. This is the Just a Tint from Colourpop in the shade Gimme S'more. It's a lip crayon. So here's the finished look. And I really like it. I like how it turned out. I like the fact that it's quite murky and it fits the weather of today. So this is also the end of the video today. Just me chatting a little bit about these beauties and trying, playing just a little bit with the news palette from Nomad Cosmetics. It is already on their website and you can use my code NIKKIRAVEN, yeah. If you want to save 10%, code is affiliated, just so you know, and I will link down below where you can find it. Did I already mention that they sent this palette to me in PR? I actually don't remember. I don't remember. If you want to hear my thoughts on this one, make sure to check out my Ice Watch video. That is already online and I will link it underneath the cards. Yeah, let me know also, let me know if you got this palette. Let me also know, because we were talking about dreads as well, if you have dreads. If you do have dreads, let me know if they're the real deal, if they're synthetic, where you got them from, what your experiences are. I am, as I said, going to do another video about just the things that I found that I don't hear anyone talk about online. And I have done a lot of research online about synthetic dreads, but there's just some things I feel that are missing. So I do want to do a video on it, just chatting about the things that I found and some of the tips and tricks that I have developed in the 2 weeks that I've been wearing these. Yeah. I will also link Dread Shop down below so you can check them out. As I said, I have the color Dark Chocolate, which is basically their dark brown in the regular Locks of Love, but I do also want to get the thin Locks of Love because I think that they will work a little bit better for me. Yeah, that was it. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you thought of the video, and I am going to wish you a fantastic day, fabulous evening. May your foundation always match your neck, and I will see you soon in another video. Bye.